Woo! Ric Flair in the house. We're getting
he's not.
Woos in. I feel Ric Flair power, baby.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
He was the softest of all the wrestlers.
Fuck you, dude. Whoa, Nature Boy?
I mean, he wasn't in great shape.
He's a... All right, we're going to have
Didn't even do Raw. We'll talk about this later.
We're going to have to get naked and wrestle later. Wow.
Make it like that.
Ric Flair, I'm so taken aback now. Fuck this opening.
I didn't say I didn't like the guy. I'm just saying you saw.
All right, wrestling talk later. This is Sweat Equity, the #1 comedy business podcast in the world. Pragmatic entrepreneurial advice with real raw dog and talk.
Yeah.
Hosted by me, Law Smith. To my right, your left on the dial is Ric Flair hater Eric Redinger.
Some people call me Cool Eric.
No one does.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Okay.
We're doing this live. We're back on live, Facebook Live doing it. So if you like the live stuff where, sometimes we have to edit out things later. But right now, we're live, baby. Fucking doing it live.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
We're
doing it live.
Yeah.
See, I'm on it.
If you're listening to this audio version, iTunes, Apple Podcast app, you want to help us out, help the show out, subscribe, rate, review, write like one little shitty sentence, and that is the cheat code to getting us up. How awesome would it be? I want a goal to get us on the top business podcast. How funny would that be?
That'd be hilarious.
That would be an awesome kind of ruse almost.
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing real stuff, but I think we don't belong in that category with a lot of the other people in there.
We're in our own category.
This episode is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Try expressvpn.com/sweat, like Key Sweat, like Montez.
Is it
Sweat.
Montez?
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
That's a real name.
I know.
You white people don't get it. You're just a jit, bro. You don't know. ExpressVPN, a virtual private network. Log in to a computer in the sky. You have an IP address that is not your own, protects you. Man, you don't know how much big data is out there. You want to see the Martech 5000?
Yeah.
Blow your mind? Go Google image Martech 5000. See how many data points are fucking tracking you right now. Try expressvpn.com/sweat and get you 3 months free off an annual plan. No one else is doing that for you but us. Fuck yeah. Let's get this thing going.
Wow.
Hotty toddy!
What about my sweat equity? Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity. Sweat equity. What about my sweat equity?
Hey, Eric.
Hey, buddy.
How's we haven't done one of these Just Us podcasts in a while, episodes.
Yeah, and live.
And live.
Ooh, lot going on, man.
Yeah, and you're hungover. Your dad hungover.
Yeah.
Because you're hungover at 5 p.m. the next day.
Yeah. Well, I'm back on it.
How you feeling?
I'm all right now. I mean, the place I was at is one of those craft beer places, and I heard the bartender I heard a guy order a Miller Lite, and she's like, actually, we're a craft beer thing, so all we serve is shit that you don't like, and we'll find something close. I'm like, so, of course, no Captain Morgan, but they had something like it.
Because you're keto. You keep it as keto as you can.
Yeah, I mean, what I was drinking was, I think basically the same, but it made me hungover a lot worse. A lot worse.
Did you get white girl wasted and forget to eat dinner?
No.
Oh.
No. I had food before. Yeah, I don't know. It was the booze. It was just the booze.
Yeah. Look, it catches up. We're no spring chicken, that's for sure. I had a couple of questions from previous episodes to follow up with you on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, bring it.
This
What?
isn't like Chris Hansen, like
Why don't
put
you
the
have a
Mike's
seat?
Hard Lemonade down and take a seat. No, and you just have to go, I'm just talking online. We're friends. What are you talking about?
We're just friends.
I'm a 37-year-old guy, and I'm just meeting up with a 14-year-old girl. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
Could be a boy, too. I don't know.
Is that what you want to ask me about?
Yeah. Are you a pedophile?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
And topic done. No.
See that pop up in the keywords.
Yeah. As this
Now
gets
it's
transcribed.
Dick. Yeah.
I do want to mention we will focus on YouTube and how to get more than 0 views for the stuff
Right. Well,
published
first
there
I
one
have
day.
to upload the video.
One part is, and I love Josh Potter's podcast, and he has a good boy timer where you can't cuss or say anything terrible, because if you have any kind of amount of views, could be big or small, YouTube finds it, scrapes it, or finds that what you're talking about, and is like, we're not cool with that.
Yeah.
For the first 10 minutes.
Right.
Isn't
You'll
that
never make it.
Isn't that interesting?
You'll never make
I'll
it.
make
though.
it.
No, you won't.
I just told you right before we started, I've done clean comedy, and 12
And you
years
said
ago.
how bad you bombed.
12 years ago to the day, today, biggest failure, doing stand-up over 10 years, by far the biggest failure I've ever had in my life, is 2009. I lived in LA. They flew me back to Tampa to open for Jackie Mason in a theater. And I
Who's
was
they?
The production company that put it on.
Okay.
And so
I asked because you said your dad was in the front row.
So-
I didn't know if your dad was the guy who flew you in.
thanks for moving the story forward without all the
did
parts.
I?
Yeah. So it's a 5 o'clock show.
Fucking thing sucks.
If you're under the age of 75, you might not know who Jackie Mason is. He's the Rodney Dangerfield replacement in Caddyshack 2.
Right.
Maybe the most Jewish comedian of all time.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yes.
And so
Definitively.
yeah, because that's his act, is to do like
Look
this.
how Jewish I am.
Oy vey, I was out,
Yeah.
and he does this like mumble kind of rap, almost mumble rapper kind of thing.
Oh, he was the
He just-
pioneer.
yeah, Jackie Mason's the OG.
Now we got to find Jackie Mason overlay it put it over a beat.
And so I flew in. It's great because I got like a free trip to come home, see the family. I was dating a girl that when I was like kind of in town for the holidays, so she came to the green room.
How old was she? Are you a pedophile?
She was a doctor, and I was like, "What are you doing with me?" kind of thing.
Yeah.
But and she got to see me
Doogie Howser?
just pacing around in a theater green room, which is big.
Yeah.
Even for the middle act, that was me in there. And my dad and his best friends are coming to the show. And man, one of the worst setups too, the house lights were up. I could see everybody in the audience.
They didn't want the old people to fall down.
I know everybody in the audience is blue hair. It's fucking crazy. I didn't see, it's either bald or gray as Ric Flair's white hair, all in the crowd, right? Mm-hmm. And it's a 5 o'clock show, sober. Everybody's sober. This place looks like the Villages.
Not your wheelhouse, that's for sure.
And I can see my dad and his buddies. There's like 4 of them, right middle center, like really good seats. Like, God damn it. And I'm bombing ass. And I feel like I could see my dad's friends being like, I'm going to have to figure out how to talk to Larry about his son's choices.
Did you have one joke that hit at all?
No. And
Not one.
then I started getting nervous.
Oh.
This is 3 or 4 years in. This is not, I haven't done that many.
You couldn't
gigs.
really do the crowd work thing.
You can't.
Hey,
can
you
if
look
you're-
like my dad. How are you doing tonight, sir?
You can if you're opening. You can't really dip into crowd work if you're opening for someone. So
Right.
It's like, and I wasn't even good at it at the time. So it's not even an option. That's not even in the fucking like set list ideas. And it was just like, I got fucking like just annihilated. Just like the one where it's no one laughing and you just hear the
Yeah.
like a cough. Like,
Ugh.
like
Yeah.
wow. So that tells you they're alive, but you suck so bad. I wish they booed me. Like that's how.
Yeah, you want at least that reaction.
It's just nothing. It's
not just waiting for it
yeah.
to be over.
And then it's a cold open. I bring on Mr. Mason and I introduce him or whatever, which is another thing. Like last second, I didn't think that through. Like, oh, there's no host. I'm the cold open. I have to learn this intro on the fly, and I have a terrible short-term memory. So
Ladies and gentlemen, the most Jewish comedian of all time.
I think I said like the star of Caddyshack 2 because I was like, I'm burning this bridge. Fuck it. I mean, whatever. No one's gonna know.
I don't know if I can name another movie he was in.
Right. Well, no, they gave me stuff. They're like, here's what you say.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
And I was like, no
Off
way.
the top of my head.
No way I'm remembering this. And so I brought him up, and as he's passing me by, he's like, you did okay. Like he took a pause, and he talks faster than anybody in history. And he's like, didn't know what to say to me as I walked by. And I was like, oh,
Did it?
fuck.
You broke him.
Yeah. So, But what do you learn from that? We talk about that on this show all the time. Learn from your failures, right? People don't really sit. I definitely sat with that in my head for a while. It really was like.
But you would still do it again, probably.
I do it as a challenge now.
Right.
But I wouldn't kick the shit out of myself if I bombed.
That's the key.
And, I'd only be mad if I didn't really take it seriously. I'd only be mad later about that.
Right.
But that's one of those things you always take whatever gig, especially if paid. They're going to fly you home.
I mean,
you're like,
we're talking about it now. It was worth it.
Yeah,
now that it's over.
I love talking, but talking about failures is kind of a fun thing to shoot the shit on, especially 12 years ago, which makes me feel weird, old guy, gray puby comedian,
Yeah.
So my follow-up question for you was, did you do your goals list?
No.
Okay.
What? Was I supposed to?
I thought you were. You didn't explicitly say but I thought you had a 2021 goals list.
That was like in January, dude.
Right. And I figured
so long ago.
Then you'd have it. Then, you've been thinking about it I gave you a couple weeks to think about it.
I'm still thinking about it. How about that?
I gave you that week.
I'm still thinking about it.
All right. I didn't know.
I'll be thinking about it into like June.
December.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know, but I know you got stuff rattling around in your head. I know I'm not going to bring up anything specific. You got drama all around you personally, but not your fault. But look, you got a lot on your plate.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if you had some stuff kind of rattling around per the conversation we talked about a few episodes back.
No, not really. Didn't take the time to do that. No.
Like,
I can run and get my vision board from my office.
Not even a real. It doesn't even have to be a SMART goal that way. Like you don't even have ideas, figments.
Oh my God. Let's come back to it.
Okay.
My goal is to not have to answer this question.
Is your noodle all right? Your brain okay?
Not really. I mean, I'm like.
Are you on autopilot?
No, but I'm not 100%. That's for sure. And you knew that going into this. You were like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun." Oh, like, fine.
Look,
and then you're gonna hammer me with.
I'm feeling good
Did
today.
you do your homework?
I've got red pants.
Yeah, stand up and show everybody your pants.
Yeah, you like that? You like that? Ugh.
Yep, they're pretty good. What are they made out of?
Something stretchy. You feel that?
Stretchy.
Because pants don't fit on me.
Because you have an ass that doesn't quit.
Exactly. How did you know? Did you read my Google review of my ass?
We've hung out a little bit.
Oh, do I repeat jokes?
Do you mention it to every new person you meet?
Do Brazilian women stop me in the street to ask for ass tips on how to squat? Yeah. I don't speak Portuguese, lady, but I'll show you how to do it. Put your feet shoulder width apart.
Portuguese, the second most popular language in the world.
Yeah.
That's what Law thought.
I thought.
Did we talk about that on air?
I don't know, but I thought Spanish was number 1. I thought Portuguese was number 2.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty stupid.
And I was like, English. I thought it was a second language for a lot of people, but
What?
I don't know.
It is.
I know, but
it's
I didn't think about it as
the second language for everybody.
I don't know. I guess I thought more explorers really did some damage to South America and Africa.
Yeah.
Without looking it up or thinking about it.
Right.
But,
why would you do that?
Well, because I was in target market business mode. Okay, if we can get a Spanish market with what we're already doing in the English market, all we got to do is duplicate that, right?
Yeah. All we got to do is Google Translate
that. Well, that is kind of the entrepreneurial kind of mindset is okay, how can I either sell the same thing in different ways, right, as a product, or you're already killing it as a service. You get to a point where you're already successful. Now, can I duplicate this in other markets without having to spend a whole, glut of, new liabilities to do it?
Yeah, you have the advantage of being able to think it out and strategize about it.
Yeah, and so
successful.
Maybe I was getting too excited about
Portuguese
doing work
asses.
in Spanish and Portuguese market.
Yeah.
I don't get excited about Portuguese asses. I mean, all I got to do is look in the mirror.
Yeah,
that's
true.
after
Well,
the shower.
I mean, you need two or three mirrors.
But I literally have
good.
maybe the whitest ass of all time.
Whitest?
White. Yes.
I mean, that's how could it be? More than any other white man's.
I mean, as white as
Powder. Remember that movie?
yeah. Wasn't that done? Wasn't there like a speaking of child molesters? Wasn't there the director was like a chomo? You know, that's what they call child molesters in prison.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's good though.
You never knew that? And
No.
I said, "What up, chomo?" to you a bunch.
Oh.
You never.
Ow. I get it. No, I didn't know that.
Just like I'm not
The
going to.
director was okay, cool.
Something about that movie, like the whole production of it, is like a weird pedophilia kind of ring of some sort. Yeah.
I don't actually ever remember seeing it.
No, I never saw the movie.
Too creepy. Guy's too creepy.
Well, it was like what I want to. It's like my buddy tells me how pissed he is when he sees. This is when it was more popular. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It was kind of in that zone for me. It's like, what do I want to watch this for? Like,
Yeah, what? Is
like,
that a
and is that a message? Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah. Because that implies there's going to be some kind of retribution.
But but also like Wimpy is empowering.
Right. Yeah.
We're
It's just like, well, no. That's kind of a mindset thing that, it's not really okay to be mentally wimpy.
Right. It has no physical attribute. I mean, it's correlated to it, but really, wimpy, you're making a wimpy mindset.
Yeah.
You're like a tree frog, right? You have a higher pain tolerance. I'm arguably a way bigger wimp. You have a better pain tolerance than I have.
Oh, thank you, I think.
Well, you are like a tree frog.
Okay.
You're lean.
Why
around.
tree frog?
Because if I said toad, it's not as funny. It's
that would have not
specific.
been as
It's
funny.
specific, yeah. That's what Jackie Mason told me after the show. He goes, "What do we, he goes, you need what I learned in the Catskills. Here's what it is. Be specific."
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I don't know. It's quite the tangent.
I know.
Tree frogs.
I know. I'm so.
I'm in
tree
tree frogs
mood.
have feelings too.
No, they don't.
Oh.
They're amphibians.
For real?
They're reptiles, man.
Yeah.
You're cold blooded. You're cold blooded like that.
Okay.
You're dead on the
that's
inside.
pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Webbing between my fingers and stuff. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. Well, you better remember what you wanted to talk about because I don't remember.
I got some
I
stuff.
told you my brain is done.
I don't know if it's gonna fill the whole time. No.
We've never had a problem.
I've been thinking a lot about. I am in a giggly mood. Just thinking about you trying to fake that laugh made me laugh. All right. What I've been thinking about is the term intrapreneur, which I hate as a term, just like as a synergy kind of thing.
Sure. Yeah.
Why
don't you define it?
Why don't you shoot me an email?
Right.
Stuff like that. So intrapreneur, I did do some pre-episode notes.
Yeah.
No, look at baby's growing up.
All right. Well, let's hear it. What's an intrapreneur?
Did I read the whole Harvard Business Review? Not yet, but I've been reminded this by our mutual friend, and I think it's good. It's one of those things where I'm like, I made sure to tell her I thanked her for like kind of keeping me in like a nautical beacon if you're on a boat, in the water. Like it's not annoying advice. It's helpful kind of thing. When people dispense a lot of that in the workplace and you're like, this is fuck you, dude. Like this was like one of those good ones. So I made sure to like go out of my way to make, like I wrote it down on the list, like make sure to say thanks for pushing that agenda a little bit because it is helpful.
Okay.
What
does that have to do
give
with
gratitude when it's
intrapreneur?
good.
Is that
all right? So intrapreneur, here's how they qualify it in the article. Do you try to learn new things at work?
Yeah.
Do you ask your boss to coach or mentor you?
No. But
do you often take
kinda
on?
I don't know.
I would say yeah.
Is Kim
not,
watching right now?
Maybe not directly. Do you often take on more tasks
Yeah.
than?
Sorry, I'll let you finish.
Than your role formerly requires.
Yes.
Yes.
For sure.
I would say, objectively, I could say you yes to all three for you. But it's one of those things that those are the qualifiers per Harvard Business Review's. It's an older article, but it's still legit.
So it's like the idea is that you're being an entrepreneur of yourself.
Well, have an
like to
entrepreneurial
improve yourself.
mindset,
Right.
even when you're in corporate America, even when you're in your middle management.
I got you.
Yeah. That's why it's intrapreneur, not entrepreneur. And so that's why the phrase sucks, because it's like
It doesn't.
It doesn't
implies,
really roll.
Yeah, it implies that you're working on yourself or something, no matter what.
But
kind
maybe
of
that's
job
the sticking power of it. We're talking about it, right? Am I
Yeah,
right? I hate
yeah, I
this.
guess.
I hate those people. We're talking about that ad, aren't we?
Right.
Yeah, baby
It worked.
monkey or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and they called it. They said if you answered yes to these questions, you are probably already job crafting, which is another term that I was like,
What
I'm gonna
is
have to
job
I'm
crafting?
gonna have to circle back to this
Like
article
Minecraft?
when I don't want to punch the Etsy store writer of this thing. Like, it's like, are you making up LinkedIn terms to catch on?
Exactly.
You know,
Oh, I coined that phrase actually in my 2021 article
But-
on entrepreneurship.
I do like the Confucius quote in here: "Choose a job you love, and you'll never have to work a day in your life." You can poke holes through it. It's
That's
a good,
Confucius quote. Seems more modern.
as Confucius allegedly said in the article.
Oh.
It's Harvard Business Review. They run through it.
Okay.
It's my favorite nerd periodical. But well, it's one of the few things that's still doing like legit articles.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So what I'm saying is you have the mindset. A lot of people, like, we were taken out of the entrepreneurial kind of role into more of a corporate kind of situation,
Yes.
right? But we still need to have the good aspects of that in the mindset going forward. And I'm
Yeah.
really talking to the audience out there that hasn't maybe gone out of their way to do their side hustle yet, do that thing they want to do.
Yeah, it's like think about the spot you're in. Is there somewhere you can add to the team? Is there something not being done that you can do? That sort of shit. I mean, that's
Know your limits too.
Yeah.
Don't get run over and just agree to everything. You know, treat your time in an office environment that maybe you're in a cubicle or whatever, and you're like, I'm going to be that guy that takes on everything that comes my way. But sometimes don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. You could be that chick that takes on all the work Christina Applegate was supposed to do. Because she's only 17.
oh, I get it now.
It's a good reference.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll be right on that, Rose. The
I
dishes
lost my
are
train
done,
of thought
man.
again.
So what I'm saying is, I like the mindset. It's an easy thing to remember, right? It's that thing of like, it's very easy to be complacent when you have a job in a corporate environment, or a real well-structured small medium business kind of thing, where you're not having to fight for every dollar that comes in on your own, because we get very complacent as humans. We get very lazy, honestly.
Sure, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
No one's pushing you.
Yeah,
I mean, your managers, your bosses might, but you still, no matter what, even if you had a high performance testing job, you still got to push yourself.
yeah, yeah. And it's weird because it's like with that work, you can't really be much of an entrepreneur on these giant. If you're at a giant conglomerate corporation where all of the processes are in place, and it's like you need 5 letters of approval to get something done. How do they?
So put it towards your career, right? So this reminds me of another quote someone told me, and your nights and weekends aren't precious.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, well, look, I work 50 hours a week at this job, and it's like, okay. Or can you
What
put
if you worked 52?
Can you put 20 hours into your own career, investing yourself? Call back to the Dean Akers episode a couple episodes ago. The brand of you, invest in yourself, reinvest in yourself. When you get to a certain part where you're like, hey, everything's kind of easy. Everything's a little
Right.
I have the job security thing is what I think a lot of people, they sit back and go, oh, okay, cool. cool. If I just do these things
Yeah.
and do it like a C plus,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah.
So if you can't move yourself up, if you don't have that, like you're talking about, like the more corporate the business goes, the company you might work for goes, you might not have that option to really make, put some stank on it or take on extra stuff because you want to.
Yeah.
So you go,
Simply
all right,
can't.
I'll get this certification over here after work.
Yeah.
I'll read up on this, or I'll take a class or whatever.
And you just never know. I mean, even if it is one of those big conglomerates, they merge with another and then they get rid of half the people at your office or something. Like that stuff happens all the time. And that's when this complacency is kind of like, oh shit.
And that
Is that same exact job available somewhere else? I hope.
Right. And that's the point I've talked about. Jordan Harbinger, dig the well before you're thirsty kind of thing. Like, and that's what Dean, the aforementioned Dean episode, where he's talking about, build that brand of views. So you're basically always hedging. You're never worried about if that company becomes Enron and you got to find a job the next day. You're going to be all right. You're not going to be panicking.
Yeah.
And the part that's tough is really going, all right, I need to be proactive in my schedule. I need to really sit down and think about what I can fit in and what stuff I can add,
Sure.
without making myself crazy.
Or even the job you're doing now, how does that look elsewhere? What is the skill that you have now? How is that transferable? Like, do you understand the concepts behind what you're doing, whatever that is, or are you just following the steps that were taught to you when you got the job? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Are you understanding
you
the
a do
overall
boy?
business idea of what's happening, or is it just like I'm just here to do this one little tiny part?
Right. And you could think about it, if you really want to think about it in a fear kind of way, like if it did go Enron style, boiler room, you walk in, it's just phones on the ground kind of thing.
Yeah.
What's it called? What would you talk about at your tenure there as like 3 stories where you made impact that were legit stories?
Yeah. And you better have them because your next job, that's what they're going to ask you in the interview, one of those stupid questions.
Yeah.
Definitely ask it all the time.
Yeah. And just think Ric Flair's going to ask them to you because it'll be up in your face. It'll be giving you a lot of woos. And you won't know
Spitting on you.
You won't know how to handle it. He
Yeah.
might punch you.
Yeah.
He's a wild guy.
Yeah.
Who knows? But it's that thing of like the entrepreneurial mind. It is a little bit, if I can play, Mr. Optimistic, it is a lot of the time a good situation if you can have that entrepreneurial mindset while having, the benefits of a solid job kind of thing, and go Steve Martin rule on it, be so good they can't deny you.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
You're Teflon. No one can call you out on anything.
Yeah.
You're that go-to person. And a little bit off office, outside of the office. If these worlds are blended now.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be Facebook friends probably with your, if you're over 35, you're probably going to be Facebook friends with your coworkers at some point.
Sure. Yeah.
Right?
It'd be weird if you weren't.
But I mean,
Nobody would trust you.
that's a weird
Ain't moving
world
up in the world
we're in
without-
too.
with that, yeah.
And you get judged that before you get the job and during and after, and
Sure.
because people are voluntarily giving it out there. That's the other side of that coin. But it's that thing of like, be the mayor of your own town kind of thing.
Yeah. I like that.
I'll give you more idioms. That I can
Oh,
think
they're
of.
so brilliant.
These aren't mine. Those are like tried
The
true.
pilot of your own plane.
Do 3 more. I need 3 more.
Be the jockey of your own horse.
Ooh, all right.
Did I say the plane one already?
Let's see.
I'm not giving you 3. I'll give you 3 on the next episode. Exactly.
So, long story, boring, as Brett Ernst would say. That's that thing of like, that's been helping me kind of keep a bit of a mantra, right? When you a lot of people can get pity, or they can just get like, just take it easy, because that's what's provided to them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, like, just keep trucking,
Well, we're in a good situation, for us. I mean, crazy good. Just in
Right.
fact, that, like, we're lucky enough to bring a lot to the table that necessarily wasn't in our current spot. And,
and why I asked about your goals thing is because doing that actually has helped me kind of keep that inertia going.
Yeah.
Where I would hit a snag, of a bad week and not get back on it. And for whatever reason, just having those listed out and putting it out there on this show and texting it to a few friends. It's one of those things that I feel horribly embarrassed sending that because it feels like 4-hour work week kind of. I watched the Tim Ferriss YouTube video. Now I'm motivated, and I don't want to be. And I think about it. I go, I don't want to be that person, right? I don't want to be I'd rather be the entrepreneurial person that no one knows you're doing that stuff than the opposite.
Yeah, but you know that if you do that, you're more likely to be held accountable.
Yeah.
To yourself.
Right. And I know.
It's really, nobody's going to call you and be like, hey, what's the deal?
Well, it's
how
like
much money did you make this year? I want to see the numbers. Let's
but
see
also,
if you passed your goals.
It's also a habitual kind of discipline thing, but also like really thinking about this week, this month, this year a lot more, at the end of the day when I'm winding down kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any goals I'd like to talk about publicly. No, I don't think I can.
I'll feel a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's not so much that I don't need you.
Well,
I'm just saying, like,
I'll give you an example.
My goals are, I'll tell you, I have no problem telling you personally, but.
Think about it for a second because your brain's still drunk. So, like, some stuff has to get moved around, right? So, like, I'm not going to do stand-up for, like, probably because I was trying to get back up on stage and a comic that was in the room tested positive the next day for COVID. I was like, sorry. And I sat next to him and I was like, fuck, dude. Look, I already had it. I'm not worried about really getting it again, but I could have given it to other people around me.
Right.
That was one aspect of it. Another was like, I'm trying to like, it's what I want the album, when I eventually do an album or a special to be called Pushing Rope, which is when you get whiskey dick and you're trying
I know what that means.
For the listeners.
Oh.
And you're trying to force a non-hard cock into something.
What?
Preferably a human that is consenting. But
What?
It's one of those things where it felt like pushing rope a bit. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to take like to the Ides of March 15th, and I'll just regroup and I'll focus on writing a little bit more until that.
Yeah.
And then set up some other things in my life. So I'm not.
Better get some dates set up after March 15th, though.
That's what I'm saying. But set up some other stuff in my life so it's not stressing.
I'll do that one too. I'm gonna do a comedy album.
Okay.
Can I do yours?
Do my comedy album?
No, do your goal.
Yeah.
Good.
You do whatever you want. I'm just saying. What kind of comedy album? Like a audio? You gonna do stand up?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
sure.
and.
Yeah.
Yes, and sure.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. You gonna do a comedy album or are you gonna do an audio? Yeah, sure.
Why wouldn't you put the audio out if you're gonna do an album?
I was just vamping a little bit to give you some time.
No, I'll do it. Put it on the books, everybody.
Dude, you are checked out.
Yeah. No, I'm not checked out. I'm laying down gold.
I've talked to opiate addicted people and had an easier time getting answers. Yeah.
For one thing, when we did the goals episode afterwards, for a fact I told you goals.
I know,
but none of which
I thought you maybe
are for
thought
public
about
consumption.
Well, it's live right now. You can tell the people.
I know. I still can't tell the people.
I know. All right, we're for the people. This has been Morgan and Morgan. Morgan and Morgan.
What?
Thanks. Is that the end of the show?
Yeah,
that's how you're ending it? Okay, well, you didn't tell me.
I looked at the camera. I should wink at it.
Okay.
What about my sweat equity? Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity. What about my sweat equity?